explain to us why you're not on some other path. Why this path? Why King Yoga?
I remember when I used to belong to another organization which had only about a handful of people, not more than 12. One of the chief disciples of the person who founded that organization was very interested in me. He wanted me to have the best spiritual upbringing that was possible for me to have. So one day he came up to me and said, "Rolly, go and buy the 9 freedoms. This is where you order it from. Go and buy it and read it." So I remember ordering this book, and when it came through the letterbox that morning, the whole place was full of peace. Extremely peaceful that morning. It wasn't the quietness, but it was something over and above quietness. It was spiritual peace. As soon as the package dropped through the letterbox, there was peace pervading the whole house. I got up from the bed, I went downstairs, picked up the parcel, looked at it, my name was there, I put it near the fireplace. And because it was early in the morning, I went and lay down on the bed again. But the peace persisted. It continued to be extremely peaceful, which was extraordinary. It hadn't happened before. So I remember turning to my left, I said, "Is it this parcel that I've got that's causing this extraordinary peace in this place?" I turned around, and when I turned around, I saw 2 beings, one about maybe 8.5 feet and the other about 7.5 feet tall. Misty figures, white misty figures, but the whole place was extremely peaceful and very, very nice to be in. So I lay on the bed like that, like a good boy, quiet, disturbing nothing. Then I stayed in that position for quite a while. And when that extraordinary peace had departed, I turned round to look at the book, and those 2 beings were gone. So I jumped out of the bed, took up the book, opened it, and it was the 9 freedoms. I said, I wouldn't touch it yet. I take it to the person who asked me to purchase it. So I took it to the gentleman. I said, "The book you asked me to buy, I have got it. Do you want to read it?" I said to him. He said to me, "No, you read it, and when you have read the book, the letters might be written in gold for me to read." I said, "Oh, thank you very much." So I took the book home, the 9 Freedom book home, and I was reading the 9 Freedoms book. And miracles were happening. I remember coming away from the chemist shop one evening. I had toothache at the time, and then I saw a herbalist. There was a brass tag on the door of a herbalist room. And I said, I better go to this guy. He might give me something because the chemists were short. So I pressed the button, and the big English man came out. And I said, "I'm sorry, the chemist shop is shut. Can you give me something for the night so that I can have some sleep tonight because I've got a little bit of toothache?" You know what he said to me? He said, "I am a prophet of God. You think you came here because you had toothache. No, that's not the reason you came here. God has sent you here. Join me in prayer," he said. opened this door. I went in, he knelt down. I knelt down by his side and he started to pray. Huge English person, very buoyant. And as he prayed, the whole place was so powerful, I was fainting. I had to open my eyes and shake my head so that I would regain my balance. And when he finished, we got up. He went to his kitchen. He gave me the medications which I took home. So one Saturday morning, I was reading the 9 Freedoms. And as I was reading it, the sun's rays were coming on to where I was sitting. And as I looked up to say, how come I be so lucky as to be reading these fantastic stories in the 9 Freedoms? And as I looked in the sun's rays, I saw this man's bust in gold. In the sun's rays, the man who told me he was a prophet of God. And I was watching this phenomenon, and it was beautiful to watch, and it slowly disappeared. So as I was reading the 9 Freedoms, many miracles were happening. I was at the time a vegetarian for about 3 months. I started to get so sensitive that walking down the street and looking at people, I could tell what they were thinking, to the extent that I didn't want to know anymore, because the sort of things that we are thinking, I didn't like very much, let's put it that way. So I used to turn my face that way and walk that way so that I wouldn't set my eyes on people and then know what they were thinking about. So I was getting extremely sensitive. But one particular evening or one particular night, as I slept, I saw a being who was oval, tall being, shimmering as though with lights inside. And my heart was full of love to such an extent that, in titration, if you had a glass of water and put in as much water as you could, you have a meniscus like that. And if you put one extra drop of water in it, it will all fall down. That was how it felt. I couldn't have more love in my heart because of this being in my presence. So I remember bowing down before this being. And when I woke up, I said, incredible, I've not had such a beautiful experience as this before. But before I slept that particular night, I requested that I should know who that being was. And in my dream, I was told who that being was. And the being is connected with what we do with King Yoga. So I was on the right path. And because of that, I knew that King Yoga is the path for me. And I would recommend King Yoga to anybody because of the experiences I have had, personal experiences and personal help I have had from higher beings connected with what we do with King Yoga. So King Yoga is the experience which I would like lots and lots of people to experience for themselves. This is the path of the future, and this is the best that can be recommended to any person on earth who is in pursuit of spiritual progress.